Welcome, all listeners at home, ladies and gentlemen, to CMM. Here we are with students from UDEM, Ricardo Jarregui and Braulio Zarate, and they are here to talk us about.
Noise pollution or disturbance in our state Nuevo León and severe consequences these bring to our lives.
Talk to us more about this unknown pollution. Oh, well, for me, bring us, as I have never heard of this before.
Good joke, Jaime. Well, some of the consequences are that in severe cases, loud sounds can directly cause hearing impairment. Noise pollution can cause abnormal loudness perception, tinnitus, which is a high persistent ringing in the ears, and paracusis, also known as distorted hearing. Noise pollution can temporarily raise blood pressure as well as blood viscosity as well.
But Jaime, why did we choose this topic?
We chose this topic because we believe that this is a problem that is often overseen and affects the entire population of big cities around the world. It is an invisible danger. It cannot be seen, but it is present nonetheless. Both on land and under the sea, noise pollution is considered to be any unwanted or disturbing sound that affects the health and well-being of humans and other organisms. This can affect either humans and wildlife, both land and sea. That's why we want to inform you about these new topics and what is the better way that bringing the new and informed generations. The problem is serious and we should not be taken lightly.
Oh,
Well, Braulio, what are some of the initiatives that have been taken?
Well, in the US, regulations limit the allowable sound levels that are produced by aircraft, railways, and roadway vehicles. Almost all aircraft in current operation must meet standards for runway takeoffs, landing, and sidelines. Another initiative taken is that in the European Union, maximum noise limits for motor vehicles, household appliances, and outdoor equipment have been implemented since the 1970s. A third initiative taken by an association known as the Environmental Noise Directive is that it seeks to monitor the effectiveness of EU emission controls by requiring the assessments of environmental noise.
oh, okay. That was interesting, Braulio. Ricardo, can you tell us about our local environment in Monterrey?
Yes, I can. Well, as an example of a local case, in Monterrey, the capital of sound surpasses the decibels levels a human can handle without getting any harm. Monterrey, the place where cars are used their klaxon to go faster. Old engines and hooters and megaphones used in local markets to make customers be interested on their products are one of the many ways Monterrey has noise pollution. According to the World Health Organization, humans can only support 55 decibels without having any harm on their health. And this is very far away from reality in Monterrey.
Whoa, that was interesting. Now, Braulio, can you explain me a global case to us?
Sure. As an example of a global case, in Europe, the World Health Organization has classified traffic noise, including road, rail, and air traffic, as the second most important cause of illness in Western Europe, behind air pollution. According to the European Environment Agency, long-term exposure to environmental noise is estimated to cause 12,000 premature deaths and to contribute to 48,000 new cases of ischemic heart disease per year.
Oh, that was very interesting. I did not know about the global case in Europe. Ricardo, what are some of the professional ethics you will apply in this problem with your group?
Well, you see, regarding professional ethics, as we are not a faction of the government, we cannot impose our ideas and health measures, just recommend them. Also, we cannot mess with the people as they are in their right to make decisions that generate sound, and just recommendations are allowed. Criticism is also not allowed as people are in their right to make these choices. Integrity is also a huge part of our movement as we need to respect and always be right.
Well, I'm not a professional in the matter myself, but what I've read in those who work and try to solve the problems are engineers and doctors, as both afford a huge part to solve this problem. Engineers with solutions and doctors with healing those affected and knowing the consequences this type of pollution brings.
Wow, this information was very interesting. But what are some of the solutions that you propose to it?
Well, because in the end of the day, we are only students, we are not capable of making big movements or great statements. However, within our context, we can start to connect with our generation via social media, specifically through Instagram. We believe that an Instagram account that stands for this idea will have more chances to connect with people nowadays. We can also advise our local environments, such as our school or area of residence, to prevent the use of klaxons or high-pitched sounds. and to be mindful of car alarms and other loud noises. As a third solution, we can also create areas or advise to create areas that are soundproof, which may be a pleasant experience for talking or working with other people.
Well, thank you very much about talking about this topic because it's, as Jaime said at the beginning, it's very overviewed. I never knew about this type of pollution and the harms it can cause, like you said, in Europe and all the deaths that it's causing. So yeah, thank you about because talking about this helps our listeners to understand this problem and stop generating this type of pollution. I don't know if Jaime has something else to add.
Yes, as you said, it's like as I said before, like it's an invisible danger. Like we're not like like we don't see the problem like a big problem. So we need to be like more informed about this and try to make a change for us to stop the consequences about this problem.
Yes, and like you said, this gives us a view about how much problems we have as a society and different pollutions and situations that we have to solve for the health and insurance of our citizens. So thank you very much, Braulio and Ricardo, to coming to our show and presenting this problem and your solutions. And it's gladly to see that young generations are trying to solve these pollutions that are generated before you.
Thank you for this nice interview.
Thank you. It was a really pleasant experience to talk about noise pollution and its effects and how we can solve it.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Bye.